Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You're now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
What's good, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. It's the Fresh Prince himself, Izzy Finesse.
And the one and only Jay Confident. Remember, y'all, real impact comes from real experiences. This moment right here is about purpose, community, and change. Let's go!
Yo, why that always happening?
With the sound effect.
You know what? You know what?
My audience.
No, you know what it is that I'm used to him having a longer.
Yeah.
Intro like then.
Nah, I realize I gotta cut him
like,
short.
All right, then. You gotta warn us, man.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to hit y'all with a punch in the stomach.
Yeah, man, shit.
Damn, I don't want that. Damn, bro. I'm being aired out, right?
Be aired out.
Yo, right? Yo, but if y'all tuning in, yo, we just hit 1K subscribers on YouTube.
Let's go.
You know, we went live for Xperience Talk Wednesday. We actually hit that day, that Wednesday, and we just had to announce it. So if y'all didn't know, now y'all know we hit 1K. And if y'all not subscribed, please like, share, subscribe right now to this episode because we about to have a great one.
Oh, yeah. Also, check us out on TikTok. But, yo, all the audio listeners, we appreciate you. Keep downloading, keep streaming, keep doing what y'all do, man, in the gym and listening to us because we appreciate y'all. Like I said before, we in your bedroom at night if you play us. We in the showers when you taking the shower. You know, we everywhere, y'all. It's Off Xperience, baby. Let's go. Also, shout out Listen to Network, man. Shout out Listen to Network. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all. Keep it in touch, y'all. You already know.
Also, follow us on Instagram, too, at Off Xperience Pod.
I think it comes left with it, bro. Like, I don't know what's that about, but okay, let's do the whole thing. I think I'll stick with now. It went down right by itself. You tighten it? Yeah. Sorry, you already know we here. Don't worry about it. We here. It's okay. Just a little mic adjustment. You tighten it? You ain't tighten it, right? You see?
Wow.
Damn, kid. You shot, bro.
Did it fall like while we was like?
That's what I saw. Yeah, it fell. It was fall like little by little. Like,
oh my god, I'm so sorry.
She's like, yo, where's this?
It was fading away. Like,
she said, where is it going, guys? Y'all got me here.
Oh man. All right. Listen. So, we're gonna start this episode, man. Today's guest, man. We welcome Angel Rozelle, right? Angel Rozelle, the powerhouse behind Rozelle's work. A nonprofit dedicated to empowering young entrepreneurs through hands-on training, mentorship, and access to key resources. She is equipping the next generation with tools to build successful businesses and creating lasting impact. Angel's mission is to provide the opportunities she once wished for, fostering innovation, self-reliance, and community growth. Let's dive into her journey and the incredible work she's doing. Let's go. You know.
Talk about elevation, celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, we just had to give you your flowers, before starting the episode.
Yes. Thank you. Welcome, Angel.
You know why? Because
Thank you for having me.
A lot of this, this is good work that you do. So a lot of people don't dare to do those
Definitely
type of work. So
it's an inspiration.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's start by
so how's your day been going? Let's start off like that. How's your well-being today?
I'm good. Things are coming along. Things are falling into place. So I'm blessed.
Nice.
That's good.
Minute by minute, day by day.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's good. Should we get into my segment to
Real quick, just to get it out the way.
Spark up the vibe?
We could do that.
Hey, we started off early.
Damn.
Starting off early.
Guns blazing.
So before we get into the episode, go ahead. He came just shooting off the hip, man. Damn, I didn't expect it that early.
Yeah, bro. I'm loving the fits right now. I'm loving the fits. So if y'all, in case y'all didn't know, this is my segment, Get Fresh with Izzy. And I heard something this week, and it was to wear more colors, right? Because we tend to wear a lot of black sometimes. So, right now we wearing a lot of colors. We got the gray going on.
I'm dark today.
Yeah, you got me too. But then we got the green going on, right?
Yeah,
vibrant. So what we got on today?
It's happy colors.
What we got on today?
Well, should I say what I say? Right? Let me
you
start. Well, of course, I like to represent different merchandises. So shout out to the Dad's Group Chat podcast. I got his little fitted on going on right here. You already know. Then, of course, we represent Off Xperience's podcast with the sweater. Merch coming soon. If y'all need it, DM us. put you on a reserve list. You already know. Then of course, I don't know if y'all fuck with it, but I got Fashion Nova jeans. I still shop at Fashion Nova. I still do my.
That's cool. I think it's Fashion Nova.
I can't afford purple or anything like that. I'm sorry. Then I got my Uptowns, black and white Uptowns. But yo, you know me and my socks. I got White Castle socks
He
on
came out with
today.
the White Castles.
I got White Castle socks on today, y'all. You already know I come through styling with the socks. Ain't nobody, shout out to everybody who be wearing the socks over their pants, man. I seen a lot of people doing it. I'm not the only one. You
know what's crazy? You saying that? I literally seen that the other day too. So and I was getting at you the last.
So you already know. And also shout out to us. Because we here every day.
Send your man some socks, bro.
That's it, y'all. Look, send me some socks, designer socks.
If you make socks, send it.
If you make socks with your face on it, I wear them on the pod. I don't care. Have a nice day socks. I wear them. Yo, White Castle, baby. You already know.
White Castle.
What's your crave?
That's good. What's your crave? All right, well, I guess I'll go. I'm H&M today, right? H&M hoodie, the biggie. Let me move this a little bit so y'all can see it a little bit.
Notorious B.I.G.
My phone is thing. I ain't from Brooklyn, I'm from BX, but the rep biggie, you know. Got that H&M biggie, H&M black jeans. Got my beef and Brocs.
He took it
You know what I mean? My dad hat. Yo, dad hat.
That gang.
The dad gang hat. I'm telling y'all, man.
Yeah, we got to send them this after this.
Because, yo, I got too many of y'all hats, man.
Yo, I didn't even know he had that color, bro. Like, yo, he pulled it out of the woodwork. Like, what?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my fit for today. Calm, you know?
I like it. I love it. Well, this is not planned, you know. Me and Mr. Uncommon kind of have the same color hat on. You know?
That is true. That is
the
crazy.
green going on.
I just noticed that right now.
Yeah, I think green was like the color for today. Green was definitely the color. And that's actually my favorite color too, which is crazy. But I decided to go black owned today because, you know, our guest Angel, she supports black owned businesses. So I got the Barriers hat on right now, right? I got the Who Decides War Barriers t-shirt. And in case y'all can see, hold on, let me just fix myself, right? So this right here is Tuskegee. It's a Tuskegee Airmen, right? And these is like the first black pilots in the American military. Okay. And they actually like ended the whole segregation between the military force. Yeah, so this is the shirt I decided to wear.
History, baby.
Yo, not only fashion, we get history too.
Yeah. And then I got the Nike sweats and my favorite pair, Air Max 95. You know, shout out to my mom. Love you.
Yo, you're not lying. Holy shit, you're not lying.
These are my favorite pairs. So that's the fit for today.
That's what's up. So what's up, Angel? What you got wearing there?
Well, speaking of Fashion Nova.
Hey. Okay, all right. There you go.
That's why I got the top. The black cargo pants are from ASOS and then New Balance.
Shout out
New Balance right there.
Nice and calm.
What about the accessories? I see the accessories. You got the accessories.
Yeah. Well, this is actually my school ring for my master's. Movado.
Okay, front.
One of those boutiques.
That's a light flex.
Light
flex.
Sunshine.
Masters.
My masters.
Throw that in there, girl.
Drop some bombs.
Drop some bombs on that master, y'all.
Drop a bomb on that, really.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. But there goes my segment, you know, to Get Fresh with Izzy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
Stay tuned for more segments later on, but let's get into this episode.
Not only that, but if y'all want, that's all, folks. But if you have any merch, send it to us, DM us, like we said before. Shout out to y'all who are the creators, the people who are doing their thing. You already know. Thank you.
Showing love out there, B.
So yeah, let's get into this.
So talk to us, Rozelle. Like, you know, growing up.
He just called you by your last name.
I did. That's so
That's
professional.
actually my middle name.
Is it really?
It's Angel Rozelle, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. See? Yeah. You know, where you raised that, born at, you know?
So, okay. I was born.
What kind of formula you used to drink?
Was it the purple can, yellow can?
That's a good question. Well, I'm from New York, from the Bronx. Nice. Well, between Bronx and Harlem. But I was born in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I don't count that because I'm the youngest of 10 kids and I'm the only one that was born in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
My family is from here. Like, they moved down there, had me, and came back. So
okay.
I don't claim that.
So I got you here.
But,
You just have a birth certificate from there.
Yeah, that's it.
I said, I got you here.
I just signed the paperwork.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you spent more time in the Bronx or in Harlem?
So I reside in the Bronx.
Okay.
I went to school here, But all of my social activities, when I worked, where I go to church, all of my friends, my hangouts was always in Harlem.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Shout out to Harlem, yo.
We cousins.
Yeah, we cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right there across the bridge, you know what I'm saying? The bridges.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah. So you have 10 siblings. Well, 9, right?
Yeah,
Including
7
10.
sisters, 2 brothers.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn. That's what's up.
How was that growing up?
Facts.
Well, me and my oldest sibling are 17 years apart. So it was like we were in stages. So I grew up in the household. It was me and I have 2 brothers, but the one that's right over me, but only 2 years apart. We were always in a house together.
Okay.
Everyone else had kind of aged out.
Okay.
And by then they were starting families on their own. I have 23 nieces and nephews.
Ooh, child.
That's a big family.
Yes,
That's a huge family.
That's a great cookout right there.
It is. We don't even need to invite outside
know,
people.
hell no.
Because-
What?
You know what's so crazy too, right? We just had a baby shower, right? And my grandma, she was actually telling us like she has 14 grandkids.
Whoa.
And I was like, wow.
And it don't even seem that much. When you really look
Yeah.
at it like inside, like, I'm like, damn, 14? And I'm telling her 14, I'm counting like holy crap, you're right. Damn,
And that's not even including like our aunts too that also has like another 7 kids on top of that too. And they having kids. So it's like
But to even know that y'all even know the names of all of those people in your family is wild, bro. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
bro.
only know 5. That's just the people in my family. But I know I have cousins and everything out in the world. But you know, my brother, my mom, my sister, that's who I was raised
yeah,
with.
yeah.
But
Right.
to know that aunt, I don't really know how many
Yeah.
cousins and shit like I
Yeah,
got out
yeah.
there.
People get lost, man. Like the lineage gets lost, man. Like,
Sure does.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
hard.
Yeah.
And what happens too is when your immediate family is so big, you tend to be disconnected from those outside because you already have so much
That's
at
a
home.
fact. That's a fact.
So
Right now, we did a the family reunion in the
Yeah.
park. There was half people I've never seen in my life. I'm like, oh, shit, this is your cousins. I'm like,
still figuring out family members to this day. And it's like,
you was there, you see that? I was like, yo, who that? I don't know half these people. Shout out to y'all though, like, but I'm sorry, like, hey,
That's crazy.
God bless,
dope.
but it's cool that you can find that and see that because you never know, man. You outside somewhere in the world, you don't know that's your family member. You get into some shit or whatever it comes out like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you my family. But
shout out to all the big families out there though.
No, facts, them huge ones. But all right, so Angel, Harlem is full of culture, right? So, but it also comes with challenges. What was your first I gotta figure this out moment as a kid?
my first, I gotta figure this out. That's a good question. I would have to say when I started working.
Okay.
Like, so we were raised where, you know how like usually when you have nieces and nephews, if you're close in age, you're raised like siblings.
Yeah.
yeah,
We grew up like, no, that's your aunt, that's your niece, so you have to set an example for them. And so my mindset has always been, you know, I don't do things that I wouldn't do in front of them.
Okay.
And with working, I like to have them around me whenever I could, just so that they could, to be an example.
they can see you right for
So
sure.
that kind of has like set my mindset just going forward as far as like figuring stuff out in terms of how is it gonna affect them.
Okay. Okay.
No, which that's dope, man. Because again, I can see where now before we even get into now these days now I can see why or how you got into this space now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's dope that they can actually have somebody to look up to because we need people to look up to as far as especially with kids, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially, I mean, you're literally like the home for the street kids. You know what I'm saying? You're showing an example. Like, look, there is light in the house. They ain't just street lights to be playing outside, but you can come inside for a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a drink of water and chill. You know what I mean? You know, because there's a lot of kids more out in the streets wearing ski masks and doing that wild stuff now than they were back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you are showing that type of example, and that's why we appreciate you being on this pod because that's the example that we want to show the world. Like our platform is for that. You know, we want to tell people, look, it's okay to speak up and say your part. You know, so we want to be that shining light for people as well. That's why we appreciate you, man. You do your thing, even for your family with that many 23
Nieces and nephews.
Man,
I'm a great aunt now.
You're a great aunt now.
Yeah, I got 2 great nieces and a great nephew on the way. They having kids before me.
Oh wow.
You planning to have kids?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Too early right now?
Um.
Or you trying to get right?
Yeah.
And get your stuff.
When it's right. it'll
No,
happen.
for sure. Listen, right now you have to really plan, like, especially if you got, if you got a goal to set,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You don't really want nothing to deter you and just make you lose focus on what you got going on, right? So,
Which we know when it happens, but you know.
But I'd rather take advantage of the time I have now to build on everything that I'm working on.
Correct.
So when that time comes, this doesn't take away from that either.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
he actually does.
Yeah, he does feel the same way, though.
But like,
He
you know, the
does.
thing is too, like, I'm seeing a lot of people now like having kids, and like, I was just reading something, and it's like people should start asking themselves more, like, all right, so when the kid grows up, what kind of schools do I want them to go to, right? Yeah. Do I want to go on vacation with them more often? You know, like, would I want like a tutor for them? You know, it's just like questions that you got to ask yourself sometimes before actually having kids, and not just having them. You know, so it's like.
A lot of us don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't even ask questions. We just like, oh shit, she's pregnant. Oh, all right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's the journey starts.
Let's
like,
enjoy the ride.
you know what I'm saying?
Literally shooting from the hip.
Honestly, that was my thing with. I mean, it was just all right. I was young.
Oh wait, do you know? Do you know like the?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you
so-
have kids?
No,
That's my
so
son.
Check it out.
Yeah, this is my father here.
What?
This is my father. Yo, yes, because all right. So since we in that topic, right?
So now that we on that
It's
topic,
it's only right.
It's only
Yeah,
right.
so this is my
right.
father, and then we're
the
cousins.
I'm
Like,
like,
in real life.
In real
Real
life.
life.
Real life, yeah,
Like,
real
like,
time.
like legit DNA.
we're little.
Like sign the paperwork. Like that's hospital.
Since
watch-
young.
Right.
Yeah, running
I
around.
figured y'all were related because the names when you registered.
Okay,
last
yeah,
name.
yeah, the last name.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe brothers, but
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody says that.
God bless you, my
I
friend.
know. Hey, listen, I tried that. Forever young. I wanna be forever.
Yeah, so like that always catches everybody off guard.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know that. So when we tell people that, they be like, "Oh, what?"
right. Like, I love that though. Like y'all are doing business together.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's dope. I love
And it's
that.
fun. It makes it fun. But yeah, that was my thing. It's early, so you don't never know. Like, okay, I gotta figure it out now. What I'm doing.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the most beautiful thing that came out of it is that they raised each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I seen it. I literally seen it.
Yep. Big
You know what I'm
time.
saying? I seen the transformation. You know what I mean? They really, really raised each other growing up. So that right there, that's a beautiful blossom flower right there that you see right here.
Hey, appreciate
So
it.
if y'all having
dope.
kids out here, man, be ready, man.
Yeah. Always be
It
ready,
ain't easy.
but be smart.
But but referring back to the thing, I will say yes. Get your stuff right. Get your mind right first, and build first. If you got goals, if you got an ambition to do something, do it. Like,
Yeah.
But you growing up, were you that type of kid that like doing like organizing school projects and stuff?
I wish I could say that. When I was in school, I've always been a creative, but I also, when it came to my education, I didn't take it as serious until I got older.
Okay.
Like until I went to college.
okay,
But prior to that, it was just like, let me just do what I need to do and get out of here. And that was one of the things I wish I had done differently because it would have trained me better
Okay.
going into what I'm doing now.
So you said get out of here, right? I want to ask them, like, so going to college was just simple fact of you wanted to get out of where you was at, because you said you didn't take it serious until you went there.
So I'm gonna say yes and no.
Okay.
Remember what I said about with me having nieces and nephews? So even like when I went to college, it was one of those like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
So I was looking forward to it because I wanted to like get away. I went to school in North Carolina, so I wanted to go away.
Out of here. Yeah.
And but after, when you realize all it takes is for you to have to pay out of pocket for something, you lose that financial aid. And I was like, oh no, because I can't play games here. So after that, that's when I tightened up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, something pushed like, all right, hold on. It's a lot of money being spent right
When
now.
it was taking my money,
Word, like,
then
a lot
it
of
was
money
time
coming
to-
out. Like,
Different.
And you couldn't figure out how to flip it back to get it back or anything like that.
Not the way I should have. But if I knew then what I know now,
Yeah.
different.
yeah.
But that's cool though, because I kind of, when I was younger, right, and I went to college, I did one semester, but then again, they got offered a lot of overtime at work, so I stopped going to school. So, right, I always had that mental in my head that with my kids, I can't tell them to go to college if I've never experienced it before. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's just me being stupid in my head. Like, they can do whatever they want as much as they can, but you have to pick something, either trade school or college.
Yeah.
Something has to come out of something. that's when I realized when I got older, like you did, that trade school for me is better because I'm good at trade schools and construction, plumbing, and anything than being in the class and talking business for fucking 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do that because I will fall asleep. I will knock out in the middle of the whole lesson. But if I could do a trade school, putting screws together and all that, that's nothing. So to tell my kids that you'll just do something, that's great. That you have that type of mentality. And I hope the kids, the nieces and nephews see that.
Yeah.
You know, at least
From a different perspective too. They'd be like, oh, like I could give you the experience of college and what it was, right? So
I could tell you that financial aid is what it is. Don't worry about too much paying out of pocket. You know, little experiences that you can tell someone. You know, and
well, you know what I did hear about college, and I never went to college again. I think I did the same thing one semester, like in Monroe for at business administrator. I think everybody goes to school for business administrator just to say they went to college this time, right? But the experiences that people get when you go away, mind you, college, and again, college not for everybody, right? So like you said, like the trades and everything, like college not. You got to know what you're going to school for, right? But the experience of going to the school is you have so many different cultures. So many different people, how you call it, networking and all that. It's just too many other, it's out of different stages. Here, you stuck here. You don't go nowhere, you stuck here. Where's the expansion at, right? So I think that, I would say that for more for college, besides the education of what you're going for, right? You get a better experience going to college and meeting more people, different people, and understanding the world more than just being here.
The exposure is important.
100%.
Yeah,
and when you're transitioning into adulting, because I mentor adolescent youth in Harlem with my church.
Okay. Nice.
And I always tell my high school students, go away, because when you transition into adulthood, you need to be out of your parents' home.
Yes.
You need to learn like what it is to have your own discipline and to be able to rely on yourself.
Yeah.
And you're responsible for yourself. So I do think that, you know, it is important. You don't necessarily have to go away to school.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason why I wanted to do the entrepreneurship program for young adults, because not everybody goes to college.
Right.
And it's knowing, like what you said, we're going to trade school. If you're good with your hands, you know what's good for you. You build on that.
Right.
So,
literally.
yeah.
Seriously, it's
So
true though.
yeah, so I got 2 questions, right? One of them being like why did you want to go to North Carolina to actually go to college over there? And the second one is, what was the second one? I'm sorry, I just what was your major when you went out there?
So the first one, I'm gonna be honest, North Carolina was the furthest I could go without my mother having a fit, because I had family that lived in North Carolina. I originally wanted to go to California, and she couldn't believe that. She wanted to go to the other side. Yes, I wanted to be as far away as possible.
You're trying to be California dreaming.
Listen, and coming from such a large family, because you know, being the youngest of so many kids, and then having all my nieces and nephews behind me, there was never the privacy, or having your own independence. So I just wanted to get away. But when I got to college, I went to University of North Carolina at Pembroke.
Okay.
I started out as a biology major because from the time I was younger, I always said I wanted to be an OBGYN. I wanted to do that because I wanted to deliver babies, and I felt like, even then, I always said that that's the one job you can't replace with technology. You can't have a robot deliver a baby. But then I got to college and was like, this ain't for me. So I switched over, which probably wasn't that much easier. I have my bachelor's is in chemistry.
Okay.
Because then I was going to go to pharmacy school. So I wanted to stay in the medical field, but...
Did I figure out which part of medical?
Yeah. But I got that chemistry degree by the skin of my teeth. I worked hard for that.
Well, God
Chemistry
bless,
is
man.
tough.
Congratulations and everything, man.
Chemistry is hard.
Yeah, I couldn't graduate high school because I failed the chemistry class, so I had to take an additional month of class in Hunter College for that. So I got 1 college credit for going to Hunter College for taking a Chem 101 in college in Hunter, and they gave me the credit for graduating high school.
Nice.
So that's how I was able to get into BMCC with that one simple little credit, and I went for business administration.
There you go.
And then
everybody else.
And then I fucked up. And then I fucked up when I took math on a Sunday. Like, who the hell takes math on a Sunday?
Yeah.
I
In
didn't
the
know they
morning
offered
at that.
Right,
Yeah, they did. And then me being dumb, I'm young, bro. I'm like, what, 19 years old.
Yeah.
I'm going out at night, Saturday night, bro. Imagine me coming to them late. I mean, mad late.
About to go do math,
bro. I had
a hangover.
Bro, I had so many arguments with the professor, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my experience.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So you said exposure, right? What can you say, like 3 things that you seen differently when you went out there to North Carolina that was different from here in New York?
Just the threat of snow, everything shuts down.
Really? The threat?
Yeah, that drove me crazy. And the funny thing is, the first thing that I noticed when I went into their stores, they have like all their items spaced out. So I was like, a bodega or a corner store in New York, you know how much stuff could fit on this shelf? Like, I felt like they was not utilizing their space.
The real estate, man. They're losing real estate.
Yeah. I was like,
That's
this is
wild.
crazy.
That is true. It's a different change, adjustment when you go somewhere else than here.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. And that was my first experience with racism.
Really?
Yeah, because now you in the South, so it's different.
And it was with someone that I knew.
Wow.
So it was it was weird, yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. I almost lost my,
Coolness?
no, I almost lost my ability to stay in school.
Really? Oh, you was about to wild
Can you
out.
talk about it?
I can't.
I'm interested to know. No, like for real, because it's like New York, right? It's like a melting pot here, right? So we don't really see like that much racism, but when you go down south, it's a whole different story.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, because that's where actually slavery and racism was happening down south usually. So yeah. So what was the story behind that?
Okay, well, I'll make it quick.
Yeah.
We were sitting in a classroom, and it was a group of us, but it's me and one other black girl, and then the rest are Native Americans,
Okay.
Indians.
Okay.
And one of the girls got up to go use the bathroom, and she asked if we could watch her bag. And the person that I know, the one who invited me to even come into the room with them, after the girl walked out, she looked over, and she said, "No offense." You know, when they start with no offense.
I'm offensive.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And she said, "No offense." And then she looked at the rest of the girls, and she said, "But do I look like someone's N-word?"
Oh.
Wow.
And it took me a second for it
Just
to
to
click.
register it, like
Did she really
She went
say
there?
like what I think she said? And also take into account like what just your perception of us.
Yeah.
word.
So of course I look at the other black girl who's there, and she looks lost. So I'm immediately disappointed in her. And before I knew it, it was hands and feet, and
And facts. There
we
you
were
go.
no longer in the classroom. We were in the hallway.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So
And as well deserved. Fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be making
nah,
anything
bro.
like that.
Like, do I look like somebody's like what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough.
That's very
That's tough.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, catches
And
you
it coming
off,
from up here too. Like you don't really see it up here like that.
Right.
So it's like
catches you off guard, like.
I'm gonna catch these fists on your face, oh god. Like,
Like our people know better, and we from New York.
Yo,
so,
feel me? Like,
facts.
nah.
yeah,
I talk with my hands, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Word, right? Like,
yeah. That's how I earned that nickname New York down there.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
After that, that was it. I don't even think they knew my name was Angel. Oh, that's New
Oh,
York.
man.
Like,
you
yeah.
know what that remind me of?
Flavor of love.
No, the T.I. movie,
Oh, ATL.
Oh, ATL.
ATL, when they were like New York, Brooklyn, they called him Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
The Spanish dude, like, I forgot they call him Brooklyn. Because that's what they do when you're out of town, right? That's, they categorize, that's, see from over there.
But damn, that's a crazy experience though to even.
Yeah.
Yeah, because down here, like he said, I've seen somebody call me spick here and there, but like I just look at him like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Nah, that's crazy. So man, so you worked, so you got biology, you got the degree and everything, and then so now you're using it, and it's crazy. I want to ask, right, because you got the degree, right, but when you laugh, she laughs too. Like, no, because like you had like a misdirection, I would say, right? Because you did that, but how many? It was like 4 years, right? Because you had a bachelor.
Well, 5 years. But
master's,
yeah.
you said.
So I was doing undergrad for 5 years.
Okay.
Because when I switched majors, it set me back. I waited until I was in like close to my end of my biology term to switch to chemistry. So then I had to go back and take all those classes over. What was you gonna ask about the change in direction?
No, right? Because now you're not using that for your what you're doing right now,
Right.
right? So how do you? I'm curious. How do you feel about? I mean, what's done is done, right? But what do you feel about having that?
Bro.
No.
Do you feel like it was a waste of time?
No, I don't say waste of time. It's just because I don't. You could use it for other things, but right now you're not using. But I guess pretty much if you want to say that, like I'm trying to soften it up. Like,
I'll tell you.
know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you how it has how I connect the dots.
Okay, thank you. There you go. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want you to sweat like that. I want to make it sound like it's done. But
I knew where you were going with this.
The build-up was crazy.
Oh my god! No, we got here.
So how I look at it as when I came home, my first job, I was working at Brooklyn Hospital as a data analyst.
Okay.
So with chemistry, a lot of that is I did research for 2 years, and that's using Excel and spreadsheets. You got to take data, analyze it. So that I literally took the research that I did in college and just that process and was able to apply that to my position as a data analyst.
Okay.
So, and then being in healthcare and just over the years, I progressed. So by the time I left healthcare, I was a program manager over I was a manager over a major program within one of our bigger health systems. In New York. So it prepared me for that.
It started you off with so it worked. It helped you out. It worked you out for sure. All right, cool.
That's cool.
So it makes sense. So you got it. Yeah. It wasn't a waste. It wasn't a waste of time. Then
it wasn't a waste of time.
No, because it led to my management experience, and then that's what made me go back to school.
There you go.
Got you.
All right, cool. So before we move on to your next phase on after school, your schooling, and then getting out of there, and then preparing yourself for what you preparing yourself, we are going to get into Mr. Uncommon's uncommon questions. So I hope you're ready, right? Because we're gonna be asking questions. It's gonna be turning out like, what?
I saw a couple of these.
You saw it? All right, man. So there you go. So you are ready. All right. So my first question would be, and it's funny, we're talking about skills and all that thing, right? Look, if you could instantly become an expert in any skill, but had to forget one other skill you currently know, what would you pick to forget?
I'm trying to think, what would I want to forget?
It's gonna have to be a skill up to date. You gotta let it go.
Something.
Yeah.
It could be a pointless skill too. What?
What's a pointless skill?
Then a lot of people do got a lot of pointless skills. I'm not saying that because we all do. I think we just don't think about it like.
I'll give up the ability to double park in one swipe.
Okay, all right. I like that.
Parallel park in one swipe. I'll give that up.
She said parallel parking.
I like that.
Something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, right.
Good answer.
That was a great one.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
All right. That was funny though. All right, cool. So, if you had to choose one moment in your life to live over and over again, like Groundhog Day, what moment would you choose and why? The best day of your life.
Okay. I would say getting my certification.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of build up to that, and I had put a lot of time and effort into it, and I don't think I did myself due diligence and even celebrating that moment.
Okay,
So,
I see where you're at with it.
That's nice.
I'd say that. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like that
Great
one.
answer.
That's a great answer,
That's
right?
a really
That's
good
cool.
answer. Yeah, that's a really good answer.
All right, cool. I like that one. All right, so next. All right. If you were a superhero, but your superpowers was always predicting what's going to happen in 30 seconds, what would be your superhero name?
Superhero name.
For someone who could predict what's going to happen in 30 seconds.
In the next 30 seconds, yeah.
Come up.
Come on. Okay, all right, there. Yeah.
Dope, son.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
I like that.
That was
I like that.
cool. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. I like that. That was a good one.
That was
That was a
dope.
good one.
Come on.
All right. Last one. All right. This is like a weird one, but because I was trying to think about like, damn, what the fuck? But if you could only eat one color of food for the rest of your life, which color would you choose?
What color?
That was weird to me. I was like, yo,
Yeah, right. What color?
what color? But not weird. But when you look at it, you go, food has so much different colors.
Yeah.
I say brown because I like oxtails, jerk chicken,
Okay.
stewed chicken, pollo guisado, carne guisado. So yeah, I say brown. That's my thing. Sorry.
Can I take that?
Of course.
You can take it. Some people will say green if they eat a lot of
Yeah, right.
I
Like
love
salad.
salads and
Rice salads,
vegetables.
See how I opened the horizons now?
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But why do they call it red meat though if it's like brown in the outside? So like,
Because it's red when you first get it.
Yeah, then you cook it.
so
It's
that can be
just-
like considered like.
All right, cook food. Sorry, man. Cook food. You want to eat cooked food, like. Let's get technical here. Cook food.
Yo,
right?
word. That was a good one.
All right, Dan. You did good today. You did good.
That was
You did
fine.
good. You did
That
good.
was really good.
You did good. So that concludes Mr. Uncommon questions.
Facts.
Stay locked in. You already know. I like that. That definitely was a good draw.
Yeah,
She
for
drew a
real.
quick. The come up one was funny though. The come up. That's funny.
I like that for 30-second man. Yeah, 30-second man doesn't sound good at all.
30-second man.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, right?
How are you talking about it? What? No.
All right, so cool. So now, Izzy, you run your nonprofits, right? I have a question. What's a myth people have about running a nonprofit that you wish they stop believing?
Good question.
That there's no real work being done.
I've heard,
You know what? You're right.
yes.
Yeah.
I've always heard that.
I'm not even gonna hold you when somebody tells me they run a nonprofit. I look at them like, well, you just sit behind a desk.
What are you doing with that now?
What do you do not to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Yeah.
that is fucking good question, bro. That is true because we right now recently trying to like do a nonprofit as well, right? And you know we got information on there and all that, and you do got to put in work to get whatever the events going on, like the event that you invite us to, like is you have to put in work to orchestrate all that, right? And people think like, oh, they you just want to get money from something, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, obviously there's money involved. Obviously, like this is what I hate when people think about this. They're like, you have to pay different things, vendors and all that to come to your event and all that, right? That's a fund that you getting for those stuff. And people just think different on like, and yeah, there's schemes everywhere, like, but just the stigma of that,
Facts.
Yeah.
it just sucks, man. Like,
It does.
But it's also realizing or acknowledging the fact that most nonprofits or all nonprofits, you're providing a service.
yes,
The idea is to provide a free service or to provide a service of something that may otherwise be expensive, but you're offering it at a feasible price.
yes,
So that's what you're supposed to be getting the funding for, so that you can get help in offering these things.
right.
to your
But they don't see
community.
that.
Yeah, I
No.
don't see it that way.
What was the, even piggybacking on your question, like what was the worst thing you've heard
Yeah, I have
towards
that.
you?
I have that question. Yeah.
Towards you, because obviously you're in that
Towards
space.
me, honestly, I have to say that I've been blessed to be supported.
God bless.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think because of what it is that I'm doing as far as offering a resource for young adults, I think I've realized that there are a lot more people that want to help, and they want to see it for our community, for our kids.
Right.
So I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't anyone that said anything.
No,
No,
cool.
you're
cool.
there.
Yeah, negative.
You have doors open for yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just gotta push yourself to go through.
yeah, and it's going.
There you go.
I'm thankful to not have the negative community just yet.
Right.
Because people are gonna come in, and I'm
of course.
prepared for
Just
that.
Just preparing yourself for
Of
it.
course,
Yeah.
and you know what's so crazy? Like when you're doing something good for the communities, there's always gonna be people too that are always gonna have something bad to say. Or like when you're doing good, regardless, somebody's always gonna have something bad to say. But Roselle's work, right? What inspired you to start like that nonprofit organization?
So, you know how COVID birthed so many businesses. And because I have an event planning business and then I have my nonprofit with the entrepreneurship program. With doing events, my focus was on just helping small businesses gain exposure.
Okay.
Right.
Right? And, but in doing that, I was able to see how many entrepreneurs, how many people with small businesses don't necessarily have the resources. I didn't have all the resources. So what I wanted to do was utilize the people that I know that are entrepreneurs or that are entertainers or that have their own businesses, utilize them to come in and teach the young adults the things that we already know that we had to learn from scratch so that they don't have to.
Nice.
So it really was for me just having to do so much research on my own and seeing young people who I know needed the help and just wanting to be able to take my own
To provide that for them.
friends and provide that.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
cool.
And that's like one of our goals too, right? Like, you know, and we also want to thank you for reaching out to him and we tagging along to go over there because it opened up more of our eyes. Because when we started this, right, we started just to have conversations and just put stories out there of people doing, you know, just turning their life experiences to triumphs and whatever and celebrating them. But then, you know, coming through the events like that, going to a lot of events, makes you think like doing the pizza drive, right? Like on the elementary school, you want to help these kids, man. Like, again, we didn't have that growing up, right? Like, it was different when we was growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got technology, you got a lot of things that you can actually get these resources. But the problem is with the inner cities is that we're either too lazy to get the information, we're just too busy of doing other things that we feel like that takes more time for that. And we just stuck in the stigma of you in a barrel, like
Stagnant.
crabs, right?
Being stagnant.
You stagnant. So when there's nobody close to them to be like, okay, yo, come over here, like they think it's far fetched for that to happen, right? So that morphed us into even wanting to do that more, right? So it's dope that about your nonprofit and doing that because it breeds other nonprofit ones like us that we could actually contribute to that type of help. You know what I mean? So
and like even being there that day too, that to that event that you invited us, you know, we heard a lot of successful stories, right? So, you know, your nonprofit, you know, they empower young entrepreneurs. So like what are some success stories that stood out to you?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
So I'll turn the mic on.
So like your nonprofit, right? So like it empowers young entrepreneurs, right? So like what are some success stories that like stood out to you, or like just hearing it when people was sharing it with you?
Okay, I have a couple. Let me see if I can pick one. I know a friend of mine, and she has a small baby. Well, he was like 2 years old at the time. And he likes instruments. So she was trying to find him different coloring books that have like all the instruments in it, like an alphabet book. So she couldn't find one. She created one.
Oh,
nice.
And she made one for herself.
Fire.
So I thought that was dope. Like just in something that she wanted to see for her baby.
If you want to be the change, be the change yourself.
And she made it.
God,
and now she's selling on Amazon.
She's selling on Amazon?
Yeah.
No, that's definitely.
That's nice.
Drop a bomb on that one, man. Like,
Shout out to you, girl.
Hell yeah, that's fire. We were just talking about that too. Like when you posted up, I think on Morris Parler.
Yeah.
You want to be the change. You want to see change. Be the change yourself.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it starts with
Gotta
you.
be.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
You gotta be, and like with that book too, like you're not only learning, you know, instruments, but you're also learning the alphabet. So it's like you learning a lot in one book, you know, from the alphabets to the instruments, to colors, right?
You relate to that because you just did the Izzy fashion show and a class.
That is true, right? The history.
You the man, bro. You did history class and a fashion show.
Damn.
No, that's dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. That is definitely dope. That reminds me of the mathematician that we was talking to. Like he created a whole
Different segment.
to teach Black history
And math.
through
ways,
math.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's coming up soon, so you definitely check that one out because I'm interested myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, damn, how you gonna teach that? How you do it? All right, cool. I want to learn.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was just yesterday years old when I learned long division. Yo, I hate long division, bro.
What you mean long division? Like what?
What you mean? What I mean long
Well,
division?
like what? Like the number, then like a whole bunch of numbers.
And then you gotta break it down.
Nah,
you
yeah,
know,
just
you
break it
know, it's breaking it down.
For that either.
You see it? I always hated it. So when Jackson presents that to me, I'm like, yo, man. I don't know this shit.
That is funny. Yo, we so out of school. Like,
Hey, it is
right.
what it is.
But like entrepreneur, right? Because I'm still learning about what an entrepreneur is now, and like since we in the field of podcasting, you know, there's a really like a lot to learn with entrepreneurship and also podcasting too, right? Because now we're starting to actually look at it as like a business. So like, how do you like? You said that you provide resources, right, to the kids. Like, what resources exactly do you provide?
So about creating a business plan, business proposals, looking for funding. A lot of businesses, and this doesn't only apply to nonprofits, but everybody goes the loan route when it comes to financing. But you can get grants for anything.
yes.
For your business. So it's also teaching them like where to go to look for that. And then creating accounts, having a virtual address for your business, but also having a physical one that you can, what to use, what's the difference between the two.
Right.
Marketing, branding, there's a list.
No, I mean, that's definitely a lot of things that we actually be needing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
A lot of things that we actually be needing. So
No, that's true. Even speaking on Rozelle's work, right? If you had an unlimited budget for Rozelle's work, what's the first thing you do? Like think big, like Oprah big. Like, what would you do if you had that big budget?
Provide startup funding for all of my entrepreneurs.
nice.
Okay.
But not just the startup, but to be able to offer assistance within their first 2 to 3 years. Because your first 2 years, you're automatically in the red
That's a fact.
because you're building.
right.
So to give them a more solid foundation in terms of that. And that's the goal, to get to that point to be able to do that.
It's kind of like you got to break that barrier. And it's funny too that you say that, right? That how like in the first 2 or 3 years you're in the red. And I was just talking to you about this the other day, right? How they say that when you're going into entrepreneurship, it's like 70% of businesses fail like the first 2 years. So that right there is crazy.
Because they don't keep up with the marketing and the branding and the consistency.
Yeah, right.
Well, at the beginning, it's a lot of overwhelming. Like you just get lost. Like you said, we in the red the first few years, right? So it's like overwhelming, and on the red,
It's like It's like a 24/7 job. 24/7 job.
It's hard not to get defeated,
yes.
but it's also keeping in mind that it's not going to stay this way.
Right.
Talk
Like,
about
this
it.
is part of the process, and not everybody realizes that.
Yeah.
Preach, girl.
And that's a fact. It's true. It's true. You there for a minute, but you'll be up.
Yeah.
Definitely be up. That's fire.
Yeah. So okay, real quick. Being a leader in the community, what takes a lot of confidence? What's the moment you realize, oh yeah, I'm built for this. This is my thing.
Wanting to do it.
Oh shit. Yo, you be prepared for this?
She came in like, I'm nervous. No, you're not. Like, that's good. Like,
she came in guns
you see how she's built for this?
Yeah.
There you go.
She built for this.
There you go.
That's what's up. That's
There
what's
you
up.
go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, yo, can we get into my segment?
Yeah,
Want to get into it
let's
right
go.
now?
Yeah, why not?
Let's get into it.
Alrighty then. Let's get into this mother.
Hey, so now, y'all, we getting into my segment, which is Pick Up Thoughts with Jay Confident. And you know what I just thought about? Impact isn't always
Josh?
loud. Yeah, word. We got to get that. You know, you're good. Thanks for reminding me.
Exactly. See,
You know what I just thought about? Impact isn't always loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet moments, the smallest acts that create the biggest ripples. It's not always about big, bold moves or spotlighted nights, but about showing up consistently. Even when you think no one is watching. Do you think, Angel, is more about the big, bold moves, or is it in the small, consistent actions? What's your take on that?
Small, consistent actions,
Explain.
because they lead to better stability. You can have a big move and it'll last, but once that momentum dies, that's it. You have to be able to keep that up.
Keep your flame going.
Yeah. And not everybody can. You'll take
Yeah.
that moment, you celebrate it, and it's great, but then you get comfortable because you had that moment. It's like people who search for viral moments, and then you don't see them no more.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
until
That's
they find the next one. But if you're focused on the small things that are building you up.
Yeah,
Once you get there,
I feel like what you just said right now, it goes with that quote that you have in your bio, which is the measure of excellence is judged by your commitment to the work.
I like you.
No, yeah, that right
Bitch ass
there.
nigga got my fucking quote because I wrote it on my notes. Yo, seriously, son. And we don't, and the crazy thing is, we don't share notes. We don't share notes. I literally got the quote on literally above my pickup thought segment. And this guy got it. That's
Swiper, no swipey.
Mine's thinking like, man, off experience, baby.
That's
No,
dope.
yeah, it's true because like, you know, like behind the scenes, you know, people really don't see the work that you put in, you know, to you know, put out to the world what you've been working on. So that right there is huge. The commitment to the work is huge.
Damn, I just want to piggyback because it went back for what I was saying earlier. Like, people criticize you for what they seeing, and don't judge you for what they're not seeing. So it's good saying that, like, you know, you just see me. I'm just chilling here while all this going on. Yeah, but I'm resting right now.
Yeah.
You don't know everything I just went through to do all this. So right now, I just want to chill.
Yeah.
And people do not see that, man. So it's good, man. Like, so that quote right there, perfect.
That's what's up. So I appreciate y'all tuning into my segment. Pick up
Yeah.
That was fire,
dope.
man.
That
I'm
was
talking
dope.
about Angel came in swinging bats over
No,
there.
she on it.
So yo, hitting home slams and everything,
Yo,
grand slams.
Grand slams.
So your daily to-dos, right? Which was spread love, count your blessings, let go of the uncontrollable, follow your heart and breathe. How has that been working for you?
Oh, that's good. I gotta follow my own advice.
we all get in that mode a lot of times.
Yeah. I say on a good day, I got, what is that, 5?
Yeah.
I say maybe I hit 3 out of 5.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
I
good.
feel like let go of the uncontrollable is hard to do at times.
That is the hardest. And even breathe. Like, sometimes you gotta remind yourself to take a moment.
You're right.
Especially when there's so much that you want to do. It's like, hold on.
Yo,
So, you know, that's
he just told me that. I'm sorry, John. He just told me that yesterday. But I was like, yo, I'm telling you everything in my head.
Yeah.
He's like, bro.
But this guy mine runs like a hamster wheel. So
deep,
like it's
bro.
just a bunch of like ideas being thrown out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy he gets that. You know what I'm saying? And I get the back end of it later on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be like that to like, yo, bro.
Yeah, he's the one that's throwing it out, and I'm just the one that's catching it. Like, all right. Like,
And then he dishes it out to me like, yo, here, John, hey, what you think?
Yo, because it's just and I'm like, I gotta stop, bro. Like, I'm just like, bro, you gotta relax, bro. It's just one thing at a time. Like, you're right. But damn, bro. But it just keeps going. I get headaches. I'm not gonna lie, man. I literally like get like little spot headaches. Like, oh, I'm thinking too much, man. Like, let me just stop. But when you constantly trying to build something, it just continues. You never stop.
No.
Like, it's like a 24-hour job.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, and I'm not gonna say it sucks, but sometimes it do get the best of you.
It does.
It's the work.
It does. I've had moments where I say, you know, I wish I was, and this is not, you know, to take away from anyone, but, you know, sometimes I wish I was someone that was comfortable with just like a 9 to 5 and having, you know, the regular day-to-day life. But
we not.
No.
We're not.
It's not in you.
Nah.
Like, too much idle time, I'm thinking about, like, no, there's stuff I could be doing right now. Like, I have stuff to do. So,
Yeah, you waste no energy.
Yeah, that's like me too. Like if I'm sitting around and I feel like it's just like a feeling that like it started like I become itchy and like I don't know, it's like anxiety build up. Like nah, I gotta. It feels like I have to be doing this. You know.
Even what he was asking, like how do you, with everything that you got going on, you deal with the adolescents and the entrepreneurship program and Rozelle's work. So how do you control all that and then you actually take that moment to breathe? Because that's a lot. Because, you know, the reason why I asked that is because you're dealing with people. Everyone has a story, right? So, like, before you answer it real quick, I was sitting in traffic, and in traffic, everybody's in their own bubble. Like me, I'm thinking in my own shit, like, what the fuck I'm going through. And then I'm arguing with myself, like, why is this guy cutting me off? Then I'm thinking, he's probably going through something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked, how do you take that time to get all those people telling you how they feel about the program and shit for you to take time to breathe?
So my mother's always taught me you gotta eat the meat and throw away the bones.
Okay.
So it's taken from, and you're gonna have people that are like that are gonna have opinions. You have people that do have their stories that they want to share with you, and if you're someone that wants to, like your goal is to be able to pour into other people, you have to be able to say, all right, you know, I can't do everything, but this is what I can do, and then also just giving myself the time to say, I'll focus on this now, but I can't put more than X, Y, and Z into it.
Okay.
Because you have to take care of yourself in the midst of taking care of everybody else.
Right.
And that's hard. To even,
very hard.
You see what you said right there? That's hard to be like, let me just pour this 20 minutes into this. And when that 20 minutes come, you realize that 20 minutes didn't just come. It's like an hour later.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is hard to even take our own advice with that.
Yeah, and I like I like the fact that it's coming from a woman's perspective, because you know you're a businesswoman, and you know us as men, you know we deal with certain things that before we go home we don't want to bring that negativity to the household. So it's like something I seen earlier where us as men we put ourselves last, right, and it's up to the women and kids to put us first.
Yeah.
You know, so when we have that type of drive, when we before we get home, make sure everything's out because we bring that joy inside the household. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That comfort. So you know, just to see that positivity inside the household is even more of a electric thing. So
yeah, not like that's kind of why I picked up too, like meditating now. Like I'm trying to like be consistent with the meditating.
That's hard.
Yeah, because like it really puts you in a state of like now, right? Like you're not worried about what's gonna happen in the future, what happened in the past. Like you're focused on what's going on now.
how to control it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the breathing too. So it all goes hand in hand with each other. But I've been working on it though. It's cool.
My guy just picked up anxiety, so yeah, he's starting to feel it.
So even with that, right? Like entrepreneurship, it comes with challenges, right?
Yeah.
Like what are the obstacles you faced early on, and how you overcame them?
I would say outreach.
Okay.
Like just making sure that you're connecting with your target audience.
So I'm sorry.
Oh, I dropped it. Very good.
Okay, yeah.
I would say doing outreach and making sure that you're connecting with your target audience, and being consistent. Because I know for me, because there's so many things that I not only want to do, there's so many things that I am doing.
Right.
And it's having to just make sure that I'm doing due diligence in that work.
Yes.
So that doesn't fall by the wayside, because that is my baby.
Right.
So it's like, you know, I want to make sure that it's covered, and that the people that I'm representing, that I'm there for, that they're covered. So I would definitely say being consistent and just showing up.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Show up.
Yeah, showing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell myself that. I'm trying to tell myself that shit for the gym.
I was just about to mention that, like that, just the metaphor of the gym part, right? Like when they say you got to just show up. Once you show up,
Once you get there,
it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
So that's that goes with anything else, right?
Yeah.
Show up for you, right? Doesn't matter what it is. It's for sure for you.
Yeah,
And everything else falls apart, falls into place,
it's true.
right? So hey, then that's the thing. So right, so what's next? Like, what's next for Rozelle's work? Like, are there any new programs? And I know you said earlier you're working on a new program, right? So, new program or initiatives you're excited about?
there's a couple. So for March and April, I'm working with a few different high schools. I want to do, I have one in Queens now, but I'm working on getting schools in Manhattan and the Bronx to do a financial literacy course for high school juniors and seniors. But I also want to open it up to people within that community. And it'll be for 1 hour a week for 4 weeks. So I want it to be a series.
No, we got to do something together because we was actually just talking about.
That's what I said.
So like our initial plan was to bring trades, and now that we got in contact with financial professionals, we actually trying to bring that now too to New York.
Nice.
So yeah, we
And do workshops like that.
Got to do something.
That'd be great. Yeah, we can talk off camera, talk about the schools that you get in contact with, because we want to also get involved with the schools and the trades.
Yeah.
We want to bring back the trades to New York City. Like, we really want the kids to know that it's okay to build a house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's always good to build a house. It's always good to fix your mom's sink and not call a random stranger to come in your crib.
Yeah.
You know, fix the outlet in the house. 7-year-olds, 6, 8 years old that do it just to teach them the small fundamentals. Even high school students, put down the guns, pick up a drill gun. My man Jared, what up, yo? That was his quote that said that. You know, and he actually encourages kids to do that. So that's what we want to bring back to New York City.
That's what I have, the financial literacy, which is dope because we don't have that here. We don't have financial literacy like we all messed up.
And not in the communities neither.
Yeah.
No, there's so much that we learn by ever.
Yes.
As adults.
I learned a lot.
So yeah.
So yeah, I guess so.
And then,
That
like we also carry a lot of myths too that we're taught.
yeah,
And it's like, bro, that's not even true. Like, so we like when you really start learning about money, it's like, wow, we've been lied to this whole time.
Facts.
Talk about the American dream.
Yeah, okay. If someone wanted to start giving back but had no idea where to start, what's the first move you tell them to make?
If they want to give back, I would say first decide in what way do you want to give back?
Okay.
How do you want that to look? And then who do you want to give back to?
I like those steps.
So like I grew up on the concourse a block away from Bronx, Lebanon,
Okay.
Okay.
which is now Bronx Care.
Yeah.
And my first event and I'm still working on it because I really wanted to be in the Bronx, but I want to do something to claim my park.
Hey.
Okay.
Where I grew up.
Okay.
So,
Come back
and
to
I
your
remember
road.
hanging out in the hut and going there with my girlfriends and stuff. So I want to do something for the community that I was raised in.
Nice. You know, remind me of Cafe.
Majora.
Oh,
Majara does the same thing, man.
Yeah. Majara, Majara Carter, she does. She's a community revisit. I can't say that.
You know, get stuck on
I mentioned it on the elevation celebration. She take care of Hunts Point. She's literally, you know what's crazy about that? If you drive where Bruckner is in the back end, you know how I always go through the back end, bro. They knocking down all those buildings.
Yeah.
All those buildings that have warehouses, the auto parts and stuff. All those
I'm pretty
buildings.
sure they was only bound to
You
be.
see all green fences around that whole area
They renovating it.
for either
Yeah.
new buildings or parks, because they want Hunts Point to come back to a regular community again. Because now they got rid of the prostitutes and everything like that on certain areas. But there are other warehouses and stuff like that more down there. But they really are.
Yeah, but nah,
That's dope. I didn't
that's
know they
cool.
were cleaning up.
Yeah, and that's cool that is more females coming out and doing that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we like to. That's why I just highlighted it, like, it's powerful women coming out and doing things like that. I mean, that's dope.
Yeah. No, yeah, like we definitely support you all the way doing that. But Rozelle's events, right? So you focus on, like your local business and being their biggest supporter, right? But I see this, like, you do this a lot, right? Which is the in-person networking, right? Like, how in today's world is that, since like we living in like a digital world, right? How is that like powerful for you to actually do events in person and be able to touch the community?
I think that a lot of times we're around people and you don't realize who you're around, who you're in the midst of. And the first event that I had did with the Angel Rozelle events was, the first event that I did where we did networking at the end of it, it was a speed dating event.
Whoa, yeah. Okay.
And afterwards, we had all the participants come up, and because everybody is doing something, right? Like, whether it's like you have a passion somewhere that you might not turn it into an actual business, it might just be a hobby,
Right.
but there's something that you're doing that you're passionate about. So we gave everyone the opportunity just to come up and say, like, if you have your own business, or if it's something that you're working on, and just to share, because you don't know who you can work with, you don't know who you can build with. Right. So after that, and just seeing how that worked and how successful it was, that was something I just decided to incorporate into all of my business.
Yeah, and like we're big on that too, which is like networking, which is obviously, you see it right now, like this is like living proof of how networking actually works. And like we always try to emphasize networking because when you in the business of entrepreneurship, relationships is more, like, way more important than money could ever be, right? Because relationships can really take you, all the way to the top, and you can actually use your resources very well and be able to do things with those resources.
Fact. So you never burn your bridges.
No.
Never burn your bridges. Yeah, you just walk over them, and then whenever due time, you can come back. Yeah, that's how I always looked at it.
Yeah.
Even with jobs on your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Don't argue with your supervisor and be like, yo, you know what? I'm out of here.
Right.
You ain't do nothing for me. Just leave him like, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
And you walk back to the side of the bridge.
And if you need resources, you just go. Right. I need your help.
Right, like there was like this famous question too that was going around social media, and it was like, would you take $500K or have a sit down with Jay-Z?
You give me that 5, man.
You taking that 5?
I'm taking that 5.
Yeah, bro.
I think I might sit down with Jay-Z.
Nah, he gonna look
Think
at
about
me.
the resources though that he has.
But Jay-Z's gonna look at you and be like, yo, you should have took the 5.
He did say that.
That is what I'm saying.
He did say that. He did say
You
that.
should have took the 5.
He did say that, but
I'm taking the 5. Now, what you taking a dinner?
I'm taking a dinner with Jay-Z. Yeah,
God bless, bro.
Definitely.
I'll be $500.
I mean, what he's gonna tell me? He's gonna be like, if I'm asking for resources, if we go to network, he's gonna be like, if he does me, that's crazy.
You out of kid. Yeah. You should have took the 500.
You got to take the dinner with the guarantee that he's going to answer your questions.
Right,
Oh,
right.
there you go. Yeah, it's got to be stipulations to
Yeah,
it,
right.
like, for
Like,
sure.
what's the qualifications with the dinner?
Yeah, like
Don't
what
just
it
sit
comes
here
with.
looking at me.
What's the agenda?
Yeah.
Show me the agenda,
Yeah,
fam. What we
right.
got going on?
Nah, that's
Exactly.
great. That's great. So before we get out of here, right? How can people get involved with Rozelle's work, whether it's participants, mentors, or supporters?
You can email us at admin@rozelleswork.com. You can reach out to us on social media, Rozelle's Work on Instagram. You can reach out to me, just Angel Rozelle. Also, we have on the website, on the rozelleswork.com website, you can subscribe and you can also sign up for additional information.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Giving out free game.
Yeah.
No gatekeeping.
No gatekeeping out here.
No gatekeeping.
Come work with us.
That's it. That's
what's
it.
up, that's what's up.
That's what it is, man. We make each other stronger.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all about uplifting.
Yeah, man.
I do actually have an opportunity coming up. It's for 16 and over. It's a weekend boot camp for STEM. You know how everything now has sensors in it.
Right.
And it's about building sensors and maintaining them. So it's a partnership with CUNY, same building that you guys come to. And it's a 2-day boot camp on teaching individuals how to build and maintain sensors. Nice. And you get a stipend for it, and you also get a certification. And then right after that, also in May, we're doing a job fair to bring out some of those companies for our participants, but also for the community.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you guys updated.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, we in
Hell
there.
yeah.
Send us the
Definitely
flyers, everything. We'll put it up.
Hell yeah. Shoot.
we
that we
definitely-
what?
Yeah.
We
And the date, because that sounds interesting. I might want to go and get my
definitely be
certification.
there, man. Like,
And you get a nice stipend.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
that's
I'll take
fire.
it.
That's fire. I like that.
So learn how to do a sensor, bro? Why not?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. No, listen. And again, creating jobs
Yeah.
is the creating the job part that is like the way things are going now. You know, people just they don't want to work doing random little things like, all right, so come learn something real now, like you know what I mean, learn something that will give you a skill to move forward in life, and that's fire.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that goes back to what you're saying about just working with your hands. Not everybody can, sit in a classroom with books, but
Right.
you're good with your hands.
Right.
Right.
These are things that you can do.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's fire. I like that.
I've seen a lot of dumb people,
I know.
be able to use their hands.
It's like when they were kids trying to put the circle inside the square, and they're like, like what? I don't know.
Listen, one thing right now I'm gonna tell you, all right? I don't know if you guys. One thing I'm gonna say, like, there's jobs for everybody.
Of course.
There's jobs for everyone. You just gotta know what is it you are built for.
Well, there's money out there.
You know what I
man.
mean? That's it. What are you built for? A lot of jobs ain't for everybody, but sometimes you have to do it. What are you built for? That's what it is. You know what I mean? And make yourself work, man. Like, get out there. Job fairs. You know what I mean? Workshops.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's resources right now. Look, we're giving it to y'all. She gave y'all the website. She gave y'all the Instagram. She gave y'all how to contact her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Don't miss out.
Yo, word. And before we even go, even me doing the Amazon deliveries, bro, I've seen lobbies. They have bulletin boards in every building lobby that has a lot of information. NYCHA buildings have them. Regular buildings have them. Any residential building they have pamphlets and workshops that you can go to. Even for the dudes that have to pay child support, there's a program there that you can go to a workshop that helps you get a job to catch up to your child support. So look into that, y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely. I always say that same thing too. Like, you know how like on Instagram where like that random ad just pops up. It's the same way when you're walking down the block. You know, you can see a job flyer. You can see anything that will possibly change your life like that. So fast.
Keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open.
Yes.
All right. So, can we get a little couple of words of motivation? We try to have the guests, give our audience, some motivation, inspiration, aspirations.
I'll give you my favorite quote.
That's it.
Take pride in how far you've come and have faith in how far you can go.
Ooh. That's it. Listen, with that said, man, peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above.
Live, love, prosper, y'all.
Peace, y'all.